Hello, welcome. This is Locksmithing Innovations. In fact, my name is Jeff from Locksmithing Innovations. If you're a first-time viewer of this channel and its material, I urge you to watch some of the other videos. The channel is formed for tips, tricks, and everything to assist and that I've learned over the years to assist locksmiths in their jobs. Tips, tricks, and tools. So if you are a subscriber and have watched others, thank you. If this is your first time watching, I hope you enjoy the content. Please comment, likes, dislikes, and subscribe. This week's video is regarding open-ups and lockouts. History behind this is, in the early 90s, I was working for a large locksmithing company in a major city in Canada. We advertised quite a bit, and we were probably the largest after-hour service company going. At the same time, the bars and the law was clamping down on bartenders letting people get drunk at their bars and go home inebriated and have accidents, etc. So the bartenders were taking keys away from the patrons if they were too intoxicated and pouring them into a taxi cab. Trouble is they would get home and not only were the car keys, but they wouldn't have keys to the units in some large stratas, multi-floor high-rise stratas. There'd be a concierge, so they'd get in, but they couldn't get into their unit. A lot of these had high security locks on them because the actual owners would rent them out to people and they would want to keep key control. So a lot of them had Medico, Abloy, multi-lock on their doors. And the first time I ever got the call early in the morning, around 3 a.m. in the morning, I did what every other locksmith was doing at the time in town, was taking my grinder and, pretty well destroying the lock, worrying about setting off the smoke detector, definitely waking up the neighbors when you're grinding a lock at 3 in the morning. And basically, yes, I got in, and yes, I was able to put a different lock on it, but like always, when I get into situations like that, I always say to myself, there's got to be a better way. And in this case, I gave it some thought and I worked out my solution. If you look at the mock-up door in front of you, you have a passage set, and in fact, in the whole province, any multi-tenant building couldn't have a self-locking lock that if you went out in a fire situation and you found you couldn't get off your floor, you had to be able to get back into your unit without a key. So you couldn't have a self-closing, self-locking unit. So they all had passage sets, sometimes passage levers, sometimes passage knobs. So basically, looking at that and looking at the door, saying, well, if I attack the passage set, that's the lesser of the two evils. That's like a $30 item or $40 item to replace, and then I get the bolt open. They'll be able to get in, have a good night's sleep, contact the bar in the morning about getting their keys, or their landlord about getting another key, and I could extremely reduce the costs of the whole ordeal. So basically, as we know, most passage sets are screwed on one way or another. So I could get the passage set out. Now, obviously, I haven't screwed this on. Okay? And once the passage set was off, I had a hole to work on through and up to the door. So at first, the first time, it was with mirror and flashlight. And I finally designed a tool. Now, the tool is kind of large, so I'm going to just go from one end of it to another. Okay, now, so basically to show you the use of it. Now, I have in the past also used car open-up tools, but this is designed to get through a 2 1/8 inch hole like you just seen. Then I come up, position the thing, and once I get it in the right spot, and that, I just work it around. And then once I find my sweet spot, you can see I got the deadbolt starting back there. And there, I've opened it. I haven't looked on the other side. And that, and sometimes even I can even relock it. You see there, I relocked it. Now, if I do need a view or a mirror, as I say, I've used a mirror at times, and I've used car open-up tools. And we're going to show you this side of it this time. So you can see here my tool is just pulling that down, and then I'm flipping it back. I can lock it or unlock it. Now, also what I've used, and it works, I always wanted to try to attach it to the tool, but I have one of these really nice Wi-Fi boroscopes or endoscopes, whatever you want to call it, that hooks up with my phone, and I can snake that inside if I need to, and then see that I'm in the right position. And usually I just let it fall to the floor, and then I bend it when I'm going in the door, enough light and that in a dark room to see what I'm doing. So yes, you can make it out of an open-up tool. This happens to be some music wire, bent to shape, keeps it shaped really good, and some heat shrink tubing on the end of it. So now I've also used the same procedure to get into the Unican residential push button. I think it's the model 700 or 7000. Some places in the state it's called the Simplex. It's made by Caba Unican. The residential model, there was an office with a storage room locked, and no one knew the code. So we did the same thing. We got the passage set off, went up there, me and another technician, with a car open-up tool, and away we went. So that is this week's video. I hope you've enjoyed it, and as I say, share your comments, likes, dislikes, and that. I'd always tried to figure out a way of getting a camera attached to this. I haven't been successful yet, but as I say, when I have been able to use my wireless boroscope on Wi-Fi and that, or a flashlight and a mirror when I've needed to through the door. So hope and that's your simplest way into a high security lock, that you're not destroying the lock, you're not grinding, setting off fire alarms or anything else. Is, as I say, you drill the posts out, away you go, you get that bottom lock off, and away you go. So I hope everyone's enjoyed this week's video. Keep watching, there's much more to come, and please subscribe, tell everyone, and if you guys have any ideas on how you've done certain things, please add them to the comments. This channel is about, as I say, the tools, tips, and tricks. Some of them I've developed, some of them I've learnt off of other people, but I just want to share with everybody the knowledge that I have in the field, and I hope you all enjoy. Take care. Stay safe. Thank you.